Hello guys, I'm on the one wheel because I had a frustrating day today. I went out and shot so many things and none of it really worked. And now I am at the end of my day and I have absolutely nothing to show for the day, which is pretty shitty. It makes me feel shitty. I'm definitely struggling with just coming up with just really small ideas, to shoot every day. I mean, everyone's like, oh, why don't you do a tutorial or why don't you do a, this or that? But, the reality is a lot of those videos take a long time to put together. It's not something that I can just, turn on the camera and do, they all require time and, when you have to put together a video for the day, you don't really have time. You only have the day. And I have all of these like bigger ideas, things that I want to do, but they take longer than a day. So I kind of am in this really tough spot and have just spent the last 30 minutes crying my eyeballs out because I don't have anything and feeling like an absolute failure. I don't know what to say, really. I really don't know what to say except I'm sorry I'm down in this video. I know you guys tune in to see me happy and positive and hate when I'm down on myself, but that's kind of life, right? Like, you just have those moments. I'm having that moment. I feel stuck. I really do. I feel stuck. I spent half the day working on a new cover for a new cover video, and then that was half of my day. And so I only had half the day to shoot stuff, and that's not enough time, And it's my fault, really. I mean, I shot a few things this past weekend that didn't work out, again, just like today. And the grace period that I had, and I had some backup videos and ideas. I can't, I've used up all of those ideas already. I'm like, oh, maybe I should keep that idea for another day, but I've used up all of my ideas. Maybe I just need to rethink this and dig myself out of the hole that I've put myself in. I mean, I think that's just the reality is, you're going to go out and you're going to shoot things and it's not going to work out. I think that's why, like, it's great to have, in those situations, other things to, slip in. And usually, with a less tight schedule, you're able to do that. But yeah, just the daily thing is definitely, it's wearing, it's taking a toll for sure on my psyche. I mean, I started this thing as an experiment and I wanted to have, it just kind of was in a rut and didn't really have any ideas, and now I have a lot of ideas, but I just don't have the time to execute them. And I mean, I'm not signed to a record deal. I don't have a manager or an assistant or all that kind of stuff to help me put together all these things and do all these things. It's just kind of like, I mean, I don't even want to show you the fridge. I'm lacking on just even my life stuff, like the fridge has 0 food. And I keep saying, oh, I'm going to go grocery shopping, but I don't have the time. I literally don't even have the time to go do grocery shopping. If it were just this simple, right here, this simple, just chewing a leaf, chewing a stick, huh? She's like, Mommy, you're overthinking things. It's not that difficult. All you have to do is get yourself some rabbit shit and chew on it. That's it. Lulu has it down. She knows the key to life. The key to life is eating rabbit shit and not giving a fuck. Just 0 fucks. That's Lulu. That's how I should be. See, I just changed direction because I realized I'm in the shade the entire time, and now I'm going to go back and be like, you just shot 8 minutes of you being in the shadows. Why did you do that? These are the kind of things that, it's not, it's a learning curve, It's definitely a learning curve. It's crazy doing these daily makes, how, one day you could be so high off of something you've just done and shot and accomplished, and then the very next day just be in this really low hole. It's crazy, the highs and lows that you can experience while doing this. I can't believe we're almost halfway, and honestly, part of me just wants to get to the halfway point. And I don't know if I'll continue. I really don't. I want to, but the last time I was shooting this video and I was on the one wheel and I was contemplating quitting, I mean, the reason was because I was losing followers. And I feel like that's such a dumb fucking reason now. Like, now that I'm almost halfway through, I'm like, that's such a dumb fucking reason to think about quitting. I mean, there's so many other things that can happen that happens, like shooting a bunch of footage that is useless. And then you're at the end of the day and you have nothing, like today. I mean, this is a legit reason to want to just rethink things. Putting all this time into shooting things and it not working out. I mean, we went to the other weekend, we went to a different city in Missouri, and all of that footage was unusable because either like the audio wasn't working, or I was like shooting people's feet the entire time and I didn't realize it, or I was shooting it and was self-conscious about shooting people and being in spaces. I mean, I see people who do this and, they just love, being on camera and talking about their lives. And that's just not something that like comes naturally for me. Actually, it's quite the opposite. I don't like to share my thoughts and my feelings with literally anybody, really. I mean, I pretty much keep all of that to myself because I don't want people to know. Don't want people to know how completely wrecked I am inside at times. And I like to come off as, because I am for the most part, there's just this very positive, like, put your head down, go get 'em kind of attitude. I mean, my family, if you ask my family, like, that's how I was as a kid and that's how I am now as an adult. But fuck, sometimes it's just like, it's not that easy, I feel like such an idiot too, like telling people to come over to this channel. Waste people's times. I don't have anything. Definitely need to rethink the schedule. Or just simplify things. I mean, I have to be doing things the hardest way possible. I mean, it's got to be easier than this. I didn't want... I mean, I knew to some extent that some parts would be a vlog, but I didn't want it to just be a vlog. Like, I wanted it to also be other things, like doing more music things and, even like silly things, like, tasting like random weird shit. Like, that was fun. Mowing the lawn and building an obstacle course. I mean, that was fun. I wanted it to be many things and not just talking about myself and, just talking about myself. Like, I feel like such, I don't know, a fraud. I don't know. I feel so silly just talking about myself all the time and the things that I've done. Like, who cares? A lot of times I'm just like, who the fuck cares what you think, Kawehi? No one needs to know that. Well, that's all I have, guys. I don't have anything else. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. There are way worse things happening in this world right now that really matter than my silly daily makes. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day and I have a better grasp on what I should do moving forward. But until then, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I guess hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Let's hope. All right. I'm going to go drown myself in whiskey and cry for a bit. I'll see you guys tomorrow.